Where there are two of us, there is one of us. That one doesn't discriminate. It doesn't see differences, it sees unity. And yes, there are appearances of separation, distortion. Those are lies that we tell ourselves. It's really innocent. We all do it until we don't. Compassion is not dualistic because it's based on the subject and the object being one. To the degree that we value others as intrinsically valuable, we can be compassionate in an authentic way. If we're trying to appear nice or good, or we're getting our name on a building that people can see, just forget it. Some good may come of that, perhaps, but it's monuments to ego. Those are the millstones around our neck that drag us down, those monuments to self. If you're going to do something good, make sure no one sees it. Make sure you don't get any credit for it. Because as Jesus says, and I'm paraphrasing because I don't remember the exact words, but God sees everything and rewards you openly. God is not some dude somewhere that you have to please, some cosmic bearded guy. It's your own witness, your own being. And it knows. It's not a thought, it's just a clear seeing that when self's involved, when that selfing activity is involved in your, say, your charitable endeavors, and if it's really just a ruse to get your name in the newspaper, on the social page, or to land some contract with someone that you say you would do something for, it's transactional. It's not going to work if you want to wake up. If you want to continue to dawdle in samsara, then yes, it will do that. And I don't recommend dawdling in samsara or lollygagging or traipsing or any of those descriptive terms because it's a spectrum. It's a spectrum of suffering. And maybe your suffering really isn't that bad. Just wait. Give it long enough and see what happens. I don't recommend it. I don't recommend just letting things take their course when ego is active. Sooner or later, you put the soup on the stove and let it cook. If it's not real, if you're not really doing the practice, it's a cold dose of reality. It's like a lumpy porridge that's almost indigestible. If you cook it, if you practice, let spirit cook. It might be a nice surprise once it's ladled out. A nice bowl of something warm and hearty and delicious. What we're talking about is ego. Now, ego is an activity, it's not a thing. So it's like you have someone ruining your life in the background. Like there's this dude that lives in your backyard in a little hut and you can't see it, or you're vaguely aware but you don't want to look. It's more like that. And every night he sneaks in and puts poison in your tea that you have in the morning, and you wonder why you feel like crap. When I say don't let things take their course, it means don't just check out and live unconsciously. He will get you, this masked figure. It's just an illusion, like a mirage created by an attachment to self in the form of thinking, attachment to thoughts in every moment. Is it true? Is it true? No. We see the truth. We realize that it's false, and that establishment of seeing what's false as false is truth. We suffer less from the illusion. Maybe one day he tries to sneak in our back door and finds it locked. Maybe he gets weak, doesn't feel like doing it that day. Ego becomes weaker. One day he dies and he doesn't come back. That's what awakening is like. It's just beautiful. No one's pissing in our Cheerios anymore. I'm telling you, ego is not fun. It seems like it is until it isn't. It's like a party that seems fun until shit gets out of control, and then what are you going to do? Then where's God, you know? That's when we pray. It's like, you made your bed, man. So when I say don't let things take their course, what I mean is don't live unconsciously and expect things to turn out well. I mean, they may, but they probably won't, and eventually they won't because of that activity. So give yourself to the practice, put yourself in the stream of the teaching. That ego tendency relaxes more and becomes less severe, and we just become happier. Ego death means that activity ceases. It really is like we have a fork and we're just sticking ourselves with a fork and it hurts over and over and over again in different ways. And it's just a compulsion because we don't know what else to do. Like self, self, self. And then one day we don't do it. That activity ceases and it's just happy because that's the natural being that we are, is happiness when we stop interfering with it. And of course, the question arises, who's interfering with it? Right? That's just part of the practice. Who am I? To whom does this arise? Whatever it is that's arising. Once you wake up, once you're liberated, and again, when is that? Is it gradual or is it sudden? I don't know. Who are you? What are you doing? And yeah, who's doing it? Are you doing it? If you're putting yourself in the stream of the teaching with your practice on a consistent basis, that ego relaxes. At some point, yes, there can be a very nice letting things happen, letting things take their course. I don't recommend that until you're completely free of ego. Yes, there is such a thing. If you cease to become vigilant, the Buddhists are really hardcore about this. In the original texts, the vigilance that's required to notice when ego comes in. It's only if we have a good practice and we're in a sense suspending that ego activity enough that we can just be happy and live life. To that extent, we can just allow things to happen or just let things take their course, as it were. It's just that advice to just let things take their course sounds to me like checking out if we're not careful. It's, yeah, it's all good. No, it's not. I mean, just wait. I don't mean to be fatalistic or deterministic or negative or any of that. I've seen it. When you see it, you'll be like, I don't want anything to do with it. And the I that I am is what is. It's just free of it. And yet, until we're all free of it, what good am I? The sense of self as a compassionate being is interesting. It's just being a person, really. It's an appearance, so you just live it. Give yourself to it. The philosophical arguments about who's doing it or what anything is, it just doesn't matter. Someone's thirsty, would you like some water? Notice if there's a part of you that's trying to appear nice when you give someone water. Maybe don't do it. That protects you. That sense of natural giving and receiving becomes more apparent as we wake up, as we become more conscious. And we'll know when to say yes, when to say no. We'll have better boundaries. That's my experience. And if we have poor boundaries and we act in a way that is unskillful, that leads to some kind of pain or suffering, we notice it. Try again next time. It's always returning back to that place of practice where we notice whatever that form of suffering is that's making us do what we're doing compulsively. Compulsive means we can't stop without help, and it means that we're being coerced to do it.